Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are talking about internal IDs versus regular IDs inside of NetSuite. And to some of you this may be confusing, and that's okay because I think everybody in the beginning is a little bit confused, and there is a huge difference between them, when to use it, how to use them, and so on. So before I get into that, just want to let you guys know that there's a thunderstorm outside, so if you hear some weird noises, I'm okay, I promise. Okay, so what are we gonna cover in this topic today? So we'll talk about, each of them and differences and when to use over one or the another. And so by the time of the end of this video, you guys will be professionals at internal IDs. So let's get started. So inside of NetSuite, before we get anywhere, I want to make sure that you guys can see internal IDs to begin with. So let's go into lists. Excuse me, guys. And we go into customers, and when you're a customers list, and you should see somewhere over there, one of the columns should be internal IDs. And if you're not seeing it, that means your options are turned off and you will not be able to see them. So to do that, we're gonna go and click on set preferences from your home page, and inside here under general and defaults there's a show internal IDs checkbox, and we're gonna go ahead and check that. And if you guys are seeing it, then you should be good anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it now. When I go back to that list of customers, voila, right there, there's internal IDs now are listed. And so now let's talk about them right away, since we're already here. So what is internal IDs? These are just regular numbers. And what is a regular ID? And regular ID is what basically justifies what you for each individual type of record is. So for instance, when I open up this customer, doesn't matter which one. So let's open up this one. So when you open up this customer ID right here, it says Bay Media Research. And what it actually is when you click on edit, this basically gonna just duplicate company name and put it in there. So if I change something here, let's say 2, you will see that the customer ID right here is changes to whatever I'm just duplicating to that. And that's kind of really bad. If your company still uses this, you're gonna have an issue with the customers, especially with the customers, where you have multiple people or companies. For instance, if you have same John Smith, and then you have another one, the system will not let you. So you'll have to add John Smith number 2, 3, and so forth for it to be different. So to fix that, you will have to set up your prefix and suffix for your regular customer IDs and for your invoices and so on. And that, you can see how it needs to be done, or you can ask me a question and I'll probably will have to do another video on that. But for now, let's continue on this topic. So this is in customer ID, not internal ID. So what is internal ID of this customer? So when I click cancel on that and I'm just viewing the customer, over here on top you can see in the URL, and that's what kind of NetSuite does. So technically you make every time you click on a customer or an invoice or a sales order, whatever it is, in the URL you'll be able to see internal ID of that particular record. So why does NetSuite do this? Why do we have regular IDs and internal IDs? Well, kind of confusing, but simple explanation, because NetSuite likes to be in control of everything, and they do their own thing to prevent confusion and this kind of issue when you have multiple names and things like that fighting for the customer ID. NetSuite will never do that. So what happens if, let me show you an example on Excel sheet. So I have an Excel sheet here with different things in here. So when you create Excel sheet, you have your rows, you have your columns, and when you name it whatever you want, for instance this one's right here, right? Even if you make another one with the same name, you're gonna make a mistake. But inside of Excel, their internal IDs are basically our rows and columns. So in this case, it's going to be B8. So that's kind of how Excel does it. Well, NetSuite does the same thing by providing technically each individual record its own internal IDs that you have no control over. So that's one of the biggest differences that you should guys remember, is that the regular IDs, you get to be in control sometimes when you can actually name them certain way, will be a customer ID, but not the internal IDs. Those will be provided by NetSuite internally and assigned at the time of saving, and you can never change your internal IDs. Your regular IDs can be changed, but not internal IDs. So that's the second major difference. And when you're referencing anything inside of NetSuite, you most likely will be referencing by this regular ID. So when you click on any of the fields here, sales rep for instance, this is your field ID, not internal ID, okay? So everything that you reference, anywhere you do go and you say, hey, what's the customer number or whatever, this will be your customer ID. Again, not in this case, because that's not set up correctly. But anyway, so, but internal IDs are always numbers and always given by the NetSuite. So when do you use one over the other? So when you go into NetSuite and you go anywhere you want, so let's say even searches, right? So when you go to reports and save reports or save the saved searches, for instance, or whatever, everything will have its own ID. So if I go to saved searches over here, and it will give me the list of them, even they have their internal IDs and regular IDs. And so these are provided. So if I click on any of them, I click on view any of the searches, again, that's kind of strange. A lot of people don't even understand that, you know, we have internal IDs and regular IDs. So when you click on edit this search, this ID right here actually can be edited when you're creating a search, but not the internal ID. So in most cases, when you're creating a script, workflows, anything, it will ask you in the beginning, when you're creating, you can actually modify this and name this differently, okay? Some of the records you can't, or they have prefixes that are set, like scripts are custom, things are, they have prefixes and you can only change this number at the end. So when do you use one or the other? So when you are in NetSuite doing, for instance, let's say customizations. In your customizations, you will be referencing a lot of times this ID right here, to the regular ID. The internal IDs, you will be referencing and using them in your CSV imports. So when you do CSV imports, let's say items, you're updating items or anything, the internal IDs are super easy because they're so unique, very short, very nice. So if you go to your item records and you export your searches, for instance, here when we did that, when we did the search here and you see the results, you will see when you export this internal IDs will be here. So when you make any changes or CSVs, you can use this internal IDs for your fields and updating anything in CSV. Also, URLs. URLs over here, like I said, on any customer record, when you can actually change this internal ID to a different number. Let's say if I change this to 22 and hit enter, this will actually open up another customer. So that's pretty cool, neat trick, which I'll have another video on that. But anyway, one more thing that I want to talk about is when you're referencing a custom record, you will be referencing with this customer ID anywhere you are in NetSuite. So when you're referencing this field, you will be referencing either by the field name or by this field ID. So when you are in the searches or reports and you need this field to be pulling sales rep, you will be using not internal ID, but you will be using the sales rep, and not even, sometimes this field names are duplicated because you can rename the way you want, but you will never be able to change this or have duplicate of your IDs. So cool things to remember. And so that's pretty much it. I hope these guys helped you a lot with understanding better and when to use one over the other. If you have any questions, any concerns, or something that I did not cover, or if you're still confused, just please let me know. And like and subscribe, and I will see you next time, and thank you for watching. Keep on sweeting.